Hello. So today we have our little total body session. So I hope you're all okay. So I'm just going to check whether I can fit in. Just about. I'm not very tall. Okay, so this session today is quite a low impact one. So there's no lunges, you might be pleased to know, either sideways or forward and back. So just something that's a little bit maybe kinder on the knees. So again, just giving you a few different options to work with. Okay, so heating is not going to be needed. So we're going to start our warm up. So we're going to start standing up. So we'll just bring your arms out to the side. Think about your shoulders being down and relaxed. Your arms are back to open out the chest, and we're just doing some little rolls through the shoulder. So I hope you're all right and having a good day so far. And then we're going to go back the other way. So just small circles. I really feel like you're working into the backs of the shoulders. And then relax. Roll through a few times, and then you're going to come out nice and wide and pushing up overhead. And we're going to do about 8 of these. Again, keeping your arms nice and wide, and your shoulders relaxed. So you're not hunching up, got them down. Okay, and then roll through, and then fingers over, turned over, hands into your temples, and you're just trying to bring your elbows together. If you can't get them to touch, it doesn't matter. Don't force anything, just go as far as you can. Okay. And then we'll do 2 more. And then let's go and sit on the floor. So going to our usual drill, you're going to sit on the floor, hands behind you. Give a nice wide gap between your feet so that you've got room for your knees to drop down as you go side to side. So just starting to roll and open it into our hip sockets. So we'll do 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to roll over and go up on your hands and knees. And we're going to do cat-cow stretches. So you're pushing your shoulders up, let your crown of your head come down to the floor, tucking your tailbone under, and then the other way. Looking up. And I'm going to do these again. And then you're coming out. 1 more time each way. Really push those shoulders up into a really nice big arch. And then sink down. Looking the other way. And then you want to go to a nice flat back position. And then we're going to bring one arm up just as far as you can and look towards it. And then the other side. And we're going to do 6 of these. So we've done 2. This is 3. This is 4. 5. And the last one is 6. And then we're going to take one leg out. And the opposite arm as a balance pose. And we're going to just do alternating 1 arm, 1 leg. And we're going to do 4 more of these. 4. Try and keep as still as you can on your back. 3, 2, and 1. And then relax. And then we're going to lie on our side. So we're going to do more of a lying down leg session now. So it's more focuses on the glutes. Okay. So our first one is going to be lying down on your side, stacking your heels together. Your shoulders, hips, and feet should all line up. So just look down. Got your body to check, and your hips are going to be perpendicular with the floor, and you want to keep them like that. When you first start this, you won't get your knee open very far, but try not to rock backwards, okay? It's fine that it only opens a little bit. We're just squeezing up and out. You can rest your head on your hand if you prefer, but it hurts my neck, so I'm just going to lie down. Okay, so let's go. Pushing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze into the back of the hip. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and then rest. You're going to stretch your leg out now, turn your toe under, leading with the heel, and you're going to go up to the side, squeezing the hips, okay? So when we're ready, let's go. So 1, touching all the way down with your toe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then down, and then just give that hip a rub if you feel that you need it, and then we're going to swap around and going on to the other side. So again, stacking your feet on top of each other, you might find it's a little bit easier to get your legs to your knees apart and this leg a little bit higher up on this side, or you might find it harder. So when we're ready, let's go. Lifting up. So definitely more height on this one for me. 2, 3, and squeezing into the back here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, do 12 again. 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then you're going to stretch that leg out, turn the toe down towards the floor and pull your toe up towards you. Then leading with the heel and squeezing here. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's killing me, 10, 11, don't know why I do this to myself, 12, and then rest, okay. And then we're going to lie on our back, knees up, feet back on the floor. Now, I've got a variation on this. We've already done it. So we're going to do glute bridges. What you're going to do is lift your head up, or have the option to lift your head up. We did it on Saturday as well, actually, rather than just go like this. Okay? This version can arch your back a bit more. When you lift your head forward, it keeps your back a little bit straighter, but squeezes your glutes, okay? So I've been doing this a bit and I quite like it, as you do. All right, let's do 12 of these. Pick whichever version you feel the most comfortable with. If you've got any pain in your neck, you might find this one uncomfortable, so just do the regular one. So when we're ready, digging your heels in the floor, squeezing those glutes right from the off, and pushing up as high as you can. So when you're ready, let's go. So pushing up and squeeze, and then down. That's 1. Well, that's not happening before. No one ever rings me. Well, just jump calls. Okay, so keep going. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Okay, and then you're going to turn over on your hands and knees, and then we're doing these kickbacks. So we've done them before, hands into the mat, and you're kicking up with your heel, okay? You want to keep this tummy nice and tight here, so your back doesn't sink down. So we don't want to be like that and like push an arch into the back. We're keeping our tummy up and then going as high as you can to get a squeeze on this balloon here. So we're going to do 12 of these. So when you're ready, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then swapping sides. Just remember, pull up here on your tummy, and then pushing that heel up as high as you can, squeezing the glute on the other side. So let's go. So 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep that tummy nice and tight. 11, last one, and 12. Lovely. And then we're going to stand up. So we're going to do some biceps and arms with our weights. So grab those. And then we'll go back on the floor after these, repeat the cycle again. Okay, so shoulders back, chest open, pull your tummy in slightly, just so that you're nice and solid. Dumbbells in your hands, we're going to do bicep curl and press. So it's very straightforward. So we're coming up to our shoulders, pressing overhead. As you press overhead, just keep your tummy nice and your ribs and your hips need to sort of stay connected. So you're not going to push your chest up to arch your back. You're going to keep that connection through the front of your body, so you're not putting pressure on the back as you push overhead. So let's do 12 of those, okay? Starting from now. So here's 1. Tuck your elbows in when you're doing the bicep part. 2. And try not to swing. A nice smooth rhythm. Talking and counting just kills me. 3, I think. 4, trying to be less boring than just counting all the time. All failing. And 5. And 6. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. Try not to swing as you get tired. All of these things I note to myself when I notice myself doing it. And 7. Elbows in, remember. 8. And 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Lovely. So stay standing up, stay with your dumbbells. We're going to go straight into some more arms. So it might get a bit tough, just rest if you need to, okay. We're going up to the front, one arm at a time, and then out to the side with both hands. This together. All right, so when you're ready, let's go. We're going to do 10 of these. So this is a third, 2 thirds, 1. And here we go again. Keep going. We're just going up to shoulder height. That's 2. And to the side, that's 3. And 4. Up. And side, that's 5. And 6. And 7. I'm feeling them now. And 8. And 9. The side ones are always the worst, aren't they? Last one though. And 10. Lovely. Okay. Just while we were arms, have a little break while I show you the next one. So it's our little hinge from the hip, and then we're coming out to the side with the weights, okay? So nice and straightforward. Just make sure with this one, you're not rounding your back down and pushing from there. That's not going to be very comfortable. You need to bring your shoulders back, pull your tummy in, and bend down, little squat at the hips, okay? So we're going to do 12 of these. So when we're ready, let's go. So 1, 2, only a small bend forward, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a few crunchy shoulders here, 8, luckily you can't hear them, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then rest. Okay, so now we're going to go back onto the floor, and we're going to do our more of a glute workout, isn't it, than a leg one. But it's just a nice change from all the squats, all the lunges, which can be quite heavy going and hard on your knees. So sometimes it's good just to have a workout in the box that you can do if you have any issues with your knees, or you're just not quite feeling that type of workout today, which is can happen to all of us, but just doing something. Okay, so lying on your side, feet stacked, and we're going to just lift our knee up as much as we can, keeping our hips facing forwards, okay? So when you're ready, let's go for 12. So just lifting up, tiny movement, but you're feeling it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then putting your leg out, turning your toe towards the floor, then pulling your toe up towards you, and you're leading with the heel. All right? So 1. Squeezing into the side of your glute here, or your hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. And then just give it a shake or a rub. Go on to the other side, and we'll do the same again. So knees are stacked, lying on the side of your arm, feet together, hips facing forwards, and then when you're ready, just let that knee come up. So it's a rotation into the hip. This is 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. And then putting your foot out, turning your toe down, pulling your toe up towards you, leading with the heel, squeezing in the glute. So when you're ready, let's go. You can hear a window. You might not be doing it live, but we've got a lovely ombre sky outside. It's really pretty. So that's 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Feeling this, 8, squeeze in here, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then rest. They really build up, don't they? Okay, lie on your back, and do no glute bridges. Okay, so with this, remember, you can either just do the standard version like that, or you can try the sort of head pulled up version, which doesn't let you go as far. It's squeezing your glutes but not arching your back. Okay, so just try whichever one and do the one you like and feel most. So when you're ready, let's go. So 1, and 2, and 3. Really dig those heels in, really squeeze those glutes. 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Check that left and right do the same. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Lovely. And then you're going to roll over onto your hands and knees. We're doing our kickbacks. Okay, so remember with these, you're pulling up nice and tight through your abs, so your back's flat, and then you're driving up with the heel as high as you can to squeeze the muscle through the glutes. So we're going to do 12 on each side. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then swapping over. Okay. And 1. Keep that tummy tight, remember that. 2. Kicking as high as you can. 3. Just a bit higher than you ever think you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then rest. Okay, so that's our lower body stuff done. We're going to stand up, so grab your kettlebells, dumbbells, and then we're going to start off with the curl and press. So shoulders back, pulling your tummy in so you're nice and solid, elbows tucked in, and we're ready. So we're pulling up and pressing overhead. So that's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Remember to not hoik your shoulders up, so you're not bringing your shoulders closer to your ears. 6, and 7. No swinging either. 8. And try and tuck your arms into your waist when you're doing the bicep part. 9. And 10. Nearly there. 11. Last one. And 12. And then down. So just give your shoulders a bit of a shake. The next one, so have a rest for 1 second. Front, front, and then sides. Okay. When you're ready, let's go. So front, front, and then side, just going up to shoulder height. And we're going to do 10 of these. Just because there's a lot of movements. It's really 30 moves, isn't it? And that's 3. Nice and controlled. Find a nice rhythm, but don't bounce it. 4. Keep it smooth. 5. Try and keep your torso still so you don't swing. And 6. And 7. And 8. Burning now. 9. One more. Dig in. And 10. Okay, and then our last one, which is our fly. So we're doing a little squat. Make sure your shoulders are pulled back. That's going to help you not arch your back. And then we're opening wide from here. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go. So that's 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Keep your shoulders down. You're going backwards. 5. 6. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. 7. And 8. 9. Oh, my shoulders are feeling it now. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Oh, right. Dumbbells down onto the floor. So we'll do some press-ups, box press-ups. This is going to work your chest, but also your arms and your shoulders. So these will feel a bit tough after that session. So on your hands and knees, again, you want to not have this arch in your back, so pull your tummy in nice and tight. Hands are nice and wide, fingers spread out. They can be a little bit wider than your shoulders. Keep your neck pulled up, and then you're bending down like this. Okay, as far as you can. So when you're ready, let's go. Pull that tummy in, and we're doing 12. So 1. And 2. And 3. Just go as far as you can. And 4. And 5. 6. And 7. And 8. Keep that tummy pulled in, pushing the floor away from you. 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Okay, so you'll need a weight nearby. Not for the first one, though. We're going to do like the bikes. So you're lying on the floor, knees are up, hands behind your head, and then you bring your elbow to knee, okay? And we're going to alternate on that as well. So when you're ready, let's start. Let's go. Okay, 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. And 12. Lovely. And then you're going to sit up. And you're going to get your weight. And we're going to do twists. So for these, you sit it, roll your shoulders down and back. Again, you don't want to be sat like this with your weight in front of you. You want to be nice and upright, okay? Really important. And then you're twisting from side to side with your weight, okay? We're going to do 16. So when you're ready, check that posture, nice straight back. But you're pulling your tummy in, you're not going too far, so you're nice and straight, okay? So this looks really solid and supporting you. So we'll do 16. All right, and 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. And 16. Keep your weight nearby. You lie down again. The weight's going over your head this time. Push it back into the floor, really tight. Squeeze your ribs and your hips together. Grasp your weight, and then you're coming up, bringing it towards the middle of your thighs, and then going back. And all the time through that motion, your tummy is not moving. Your back is in contact with the floor, and this is all squeezed tight. All right? So 12 of these. Let's go. So 1. Tuck your chin in as you come up. Don't stick your neck out. Stick your chin out. 3. That will help if you've got any discomfort on your neck. 4. 5. And 6. Keep that back in the floor. Really squeeze your tummy. 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. Last one. And 12. And then your weight goes back. Okay, we're going to do that. Those 4 exercises again. So roll over. Arm press ups first of all. So fingers nice and wide. Really spread them out. They can be wider than your shoulders. Pull your tummy up. And then your elbows can go wide. Don't go forward with your head. Try and keep your head pulled back. Okay, so when you're ready, let's do 12. And that's 1. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. Keep that tummy pulled in. Push the floor away. 11. Last one. And 12. Lovely. And then you're going to lie on your turn around, grab your weights. We're doing the twist with the weight again. And as you get stronger with these, or you pick a weight that's harder for you or heavier, that's how you progress. Do the same exercises. All right. So remember, we're not curled under like this. We sat up nice and straight. Our stomach pulled in, nice and solid, supporting us, shoulders down, not bunched up round our neck. We're doing 16. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, turn around as far as you can, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Lovely. And then you can put your weight down, and we're going to line our backs. So the weight is going to be brought over your head towards the middle of your thighs. We'll get your weight behind you, and I want you to really push your back. Can you see how much I'm moving? Push your back into the floor. Squeeze all this together. Grab your weight. You're going to keep your stomach and your back as they are all the way through the exercise. Let's do 12. Let's go. So 1. And 2. And 3. Oh, I've missed one out, haven't I? I've missed that bikes out. And 4. We'll do them after this. And 5. And 6. And 7. But not make me think about that. And 8. And 9. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. And then you can put your weight down. And then we'll do our forgotten set of ab bikes. So hands behind your head, and it's elbow to knee. And we're going to do 12 of those. And then we'll stretch. Okay, so when you're ready, push that back into the floor again. Squeeze that tummy together. That stays like that all the time. And then we're going elbow to knee. So this is 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. And then rest. And then you're going to put your hands over your head. And you're going to just stretch out. So push your feet away. From you, so pushing your heels away. Pulling your toes up towards you and really stretching out. My weights are in the way. And then you're going to point your toes Again, really sort of stretch into your legs. And then we're going to pull our toes towards us again and push our heels away from our body. And then relax. I'm going to do a little bit more stretch on your hips for this. So you're going to bring your feet up first of all, and your knees are up. This is our normal glute stretch, and I want you to really push that knee away from you if you can. And I want you to think about the muscle behind in your hip, sort of wrapped around the hip and the glute, and just sort of try and relax it. So really thinking about relaxing into that muscle is important. If you're really not feeling any stretch, you can just go on your tiptoe for this. But again, you really want to think about trying to relax the muscle and letting go of the tension. And then you're going to go on the other side. So put your foot over, and you might find one side to tighten the other. But again, don't just do the stretch and don't do the work to relax it. Really think about letting go of that muscle. So I can get quite tight muscles in my back, like in my top of my bum, like my piriformis. And that can sometimes come from being too tight around your hips and your glutes. So it's important to do the work to stretch as well. Okay, and now we're going to put our feet down, well, one leg down, and this knee here, you're going to try and bring across you. So you can see here, I can't get very far on that. You can pull further around, but you don't need to. It's just you're pulling that leg over you. You don't need your hips to lift the floor, but you're going to feel the stretch right around the back of your bum. And pull that knee over. And again, try and relax. Won't go very far because your other leg's in the way. It really does give you a deep stretch right into the back of your bum and your hips. So often when you feel a bad back, well, not always, there's lots of different things, but bad back can be in your glutes and the back of your hips. When it's sort of more lower into your lower hips area, that can be the muscles in your glutes. And so stretching them can be really good. And if it feels uncomfortable, there's a good chance they are too tight. And then again, you're going to pull over. So this is killing me, this. But I know mine are tight if I'm doing all these classes for my bum and all my exercises with my clients as well. Doesn't help. And that's why I've been getting a bit tight in my back for that very reason. So you're going to stretch over. Okay, I'm going to sit up. So another stretch for this. This is a nice one for your back. So your feet are out. One foot is going to be crossed over the other one. And then you're hooking your elbow around the opposite elbow to the knee around, and you're going to look behind you. And you're going to sit up as well. Look behind you to your other shoulder. And that's going to stretch into your glutes as well, but also your back. And then we'll go on the other side. So knee, foot crosses over your knee. Opposite elbow comes, hooks behind that knee, and you're using the leverage of that to try and push you to twist around. And that's stretching here. It's also stretching up through your back as well. And again, just thinking that that shoulder's not too crunched up. Okay, and then we're going to do a half kneel. So you're going to come up on your mat, and one foot is in front of the other. If you feel like you're not very well balanced on that, you can just hold on to a chair or to a sofa piece of furniture. And then we're stretching this muscle here. So to do that, all you need to do is, we talk about this squeezing of your stomach together. You just want to tilt your pelvis under. So you're squeezing your stomach, so you're bringing your pelvis up towards your ribs. And that's enough just to stretch there. So you can very slightly lean forwards if you want to get a little bit more of a stretch, but you only really need to do that tilting under motion to stretch out that little muscle there. That can be very tight for some people as well. And the slight lead, just going to take that a little bit into the quads as well. This is a muscle that people can be very tight on because we spend a lot of time sitting down. It's a small, strong muscle here that gets very short because we sat down all the time. So another good one to stretch. And then relax. And then I'm just going to go this way. So again, this is relaxed. Turn that pelvis under to open out, flatten off the hip here and stretch into here. And then if you want, you can just do a very slight lean forwards, but not instead of turning your hip under, if that makes sense. And we'll just hold that there. And then we're going to stand up, or you can sit down or kneel down, and we'll do our knee stretches. No, we won't. This is menopause brain, isn't it? Our arm stretches. So we're going to put your hand behind your head, and you're lifting up your elbow here to stretch into your triceps. So we use those when we do the press-ups. And then we're going to swap sides, so just pulling that elbow up a little bit, just stretching down into the backs of your arms. And then you can release that, and then we're going out wide, pushing out behind you. So you keep your shoulders down, reach your hands out behind you, and that's going to stretch all through your chest and also into your arms. And then, because I know we're all got 10 shoulders, hands sticking out, really reach out with that hand. It's going just exactly out to the side of your body, so not back, not forward, just completely on the same side as your body. And then just bring your head over a little bit and just stretch into here. And smile. And then the other way. So reach that hand out, really extend your fingers, and just very gently bring your head over, and just make sure that shoulder's dropped as much as it can drop, just to help open up this part of the chest and neck. It's been a long day. It's been a stressful day. I've had someone doing some woodwork outside the house, and you just got noise and mess all the time. You just feel frazzled, don't you? And then relax. Okay, roll your shoulders, and then we'll stand up and do our last little stretch. So a few different ones today, more focused on the areas that we've been working. Turn your fingers over, reaching up, lifting out of your hips, out of your shoulders, out of your armpits. Breathing in, and then release. Insert your fingers the other way, turn your hands over, reaching up, really stretch up, really pulling that stomach towards the ceiling, nice long stretch. Don't stick your bum out, push your heels into the floor, feel that connection, and then take a deep breath in, and then release. And that is one. Not too much jumping around, easy on the knees. Workout for you for this week. Okay, have a wonderful day, whatever you've got left of it. I think I need to do something with this hair. That's my next job. Okay, all right, see you soon. Bye now. Oh, keep forgetting. I need my mouse now because I broke my computer. See you.